Hello, dear one. Thank you for journeying with us today. I just wanted to step forward. I just finished a really juicy group session for our current series, Living and Being an Empowered Possibility. I'm a little altered, but the guides wanted me to come on and share a little bit about self-care and kind of just highlighting super important time to ensure that we are caring and honoring the aspect of life that we are. And I've had a lot of sessions this week where it's like that was being invited to step forward and be reminded in private sessions this week. It's like, oh, but if we don't take care of ourselves, how are we going to care for others? There won't be any juice left. There won't be any oomph left. There won't be the ability to be our best self. And I'm being shown the idea of staying up all night, working on something for someone else, and then not getting enough sleep and showing up the next day as basically in struggle, right? Like we're not really fully there. We're so tired and we don't have the juice. And so we can't really show up for anybody else, especially ourselves. So we're just going to bring in an energetic process to remind you energetically, as you're willing to receive it, the importance of honoring and caring for, nurturing yourself. And are you willing to let go anywhere you think that's selfish? Or I'm hearing this idea of, well, that's just not how I was taught to be. I was taught to take care of everyone else first, put others first. And so we recognize that you were taught that. And do you still choose that for you? And there's this waffling now of, well, but if I don't, then I'm going to be criticized or judged, or people aren't going to like me because they're going to think I'm selfish. And so, what if you could hold all the responsibility for liking you, for loving you, not giving it to others? You hold all responsibility for honoring the aspect of life that is you, not expecting others to honor you. And you get to care for you, you get to love you, you get to nurture you, which then sets the tone for how life shows up, how it reflects. Does life show up as an honoring of you? Does life show up and reflect as the nurturing of you? So the external will reflect back to us how we're treating ourselves. You get to choose, you get to set the tone. And there is an energetic process where you can partner with your higher self and just choose, if you choose, to let go of the discordant ways of being with self, where you put yourself last, where you sacrifice, where you neglect your own needs because you believe, or you were taught, or you choose to agree that others' needs are to be met before your own. Every single being that exists is one with an infinite source, including you. Will you let source be their source? And will you fire yourself for everywhere you've decided you're meant to be source for others? The source of their nurturing, the source of their support, the source of their love, the source of their well-being. Return all responsibility back to others, even pets, for their own well-being. I know that sounds radical, but energetically, when we're holding responsibility for another being, they're looking to us to be source instead of sourcing infinite at source level. So it's actually doing them a disservice. It's disempowering them. It's creating a lack in their world because source has an infinite supply for them. You do not. You have an infinite supply for you, but if you're not using your resources on you, you're not really doing anybody any service because you're demonstrating a discordant way of being that functions as though I'm separate from source. versus you could be demonstrating what it is to live and be as one with Source and to access infinite resources. Then everyone else around you unconsciously, vibrationally picks up on it and starts to do it for themselves. And everybody wins. So if this is bringing up a lot of messy for you, I encourage you to look at it one piece at a time. Work with your higher self. Retire what you're ready to retire around it. You don't have to believe what you've always believed. You don't have to agree to what you've agreed to in the past. Your choice is potent. You get to choose now what you choose now moving forward. And as we welcome this next phase, awaken aware ones, activated ones, you are being invited into the glorious. You honoring you nurturing you caring for you sets the tone for how life will reflect back to you. So start where you are with what's coming up around this energetic conversation and invite your higher self to support you in reinterpreting and reinventing to a higher octave your relationship with self-care. We'll support you by modeling, by sharing information. And are you willing to welcome a more honoring relationship with yourself and with how you care for you? And whatever doesn't allow that, will you release it, uncreate it, dissolve it, evolve it, retire it, return it, whatever is appropriate. Deep breath in. You might make your mantras. You pass through these glorious energetic corridors that we are in, especially as we prepare to, it's like we are welcoming a new phase, and we're going to welcome another launch on spring equinox. Your mantra could be, I choose to walk through the door to welcome what honors me. I choose to welcome the honoring of me. I choose to embrace the honoring of me every single day. And maybe when you wake up in the morning, you have on a piece of paper by your bedside and you say first thing in the morning, today I choose to choose in favor of what honors the aspect of life that is me. Or I choose to be in the honoring of me today. When we look at energetically this idea of you as a being holding the responsibility for the honoring of you, that is one of the primary tickets to oneness. Gets you in the door, links you into the grids of oneness, because it is at point of inception of you in the heart of Source, divine design. It's one of the first responsibilities you were given as a being. You were created by the divine and then ordained with the responsibility to honor the aspect of life that is you. And if that's the only thing you decide is your purpose, it's more than enough. We invite a balancing and stabilizing of all your energetic fields, updating all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. Consider this your invitation to journey with us for the 6-month vibrational reinvention. If you needed a little nudge to explore it, maybe you've been on the fence about it, or maybe you were just in the wondering, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing about it, you can learn more about it at embracingtheinfinite.com. We'll put a link below. We are doing a 6-month journey to support you in launching into this new phase in the most honoring, empowered way. And basically, literally, manifesting, actualizing a higher octave of you in the 6-month vibrational reinvention that starts March 1st. This is the year to actualize in a laser focused way, in a really expedited way, what you are choosing to actualize. And what better to actualize than the higher octave of you that then puts you in vibrational proximity to higher vibrational outcomes in general, in all areas of life. So feel into whether that would honor you, or that would honor the aspect of life that is you, to give yourself the gift of greater support at a time of accelerated change. And we look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Thank you for showing up.